All right, preparing to go live. All right, it says we're live on YouTube.
All right, cool. So now we need a link.
But,
See if
all
I
right,
can.
let's just make sure we're live here. Oh, I got the link.
You got the link?
Yep.
Oh, I see it. Hold on. Jarrod Sergi Zoom meeting. Hopefully it's not
All right.
recorded. Sure.
All right, Mark, I think we're good. We're
All
live.
right, cool. Sharing it on all the pages here. We'll see if we get some visitors. All right. All right, so we're just waiting to see if some more people jump on here, trying to get the link out. We had a little technical difficulty. The plan was to do some Facebook living, and it was not working with the Zoom. So here we are on YouTube. So just to give us a few minutes here, we're just going to try to see if we can get some more folks on here, and we'll keep going. All right, Jarrod, I guess we got to talk a little bit here because people think it's just a dead screen. So
I was trying to go on here and see if people are trying to jump in via the Facebook. We sent out the links. So we'll see what happens.
Let's see here.
So there's 7 people watching right now. So they're starting to climb.
Yeah,
Mark
if
was
you're
saying
watching,
we're having some issues.
Justin's all the people we need. Oh man, who else is in here? I can't see the people. I can just see that there's a number on my end. There we go. 9. I guess our voices attract people. Maybe, who knows? Or we're just fooling ourselves. Let's see. Give it another 5 minutes, and then we'll just go with it, and people can watch it later. My Facebook post is finally starting to get around a little bit. It was sitting there, not making much traction for a minute. Let's see what Instagram's doing. About the same. All right, what are we up to here? 8.
I know.
Our big reveal.
Technology.
Maybe we should have tried this yesterday. 7. All right.
That's right, Mark. I mean, we could do this right here on YouTube, and then we could square root the Facebook. For the people that are listening, we tried to originally do this on Facebook, and for whatever reason, Zoom didn't want to talk to Facebook, but it's talking to YouTube. So
yep. So all right, so we're gonna get on with it. So we've been kind of teasing with this big announcement, thing here for I don't know, a couple nights now, and basically, like everybody knows, the current pandemic is making training pretty hard, and I think like a lot of people, I was hoping it would pass a lot sooner than it did. So I wasn't initially on this whole internet-based training thing, but me and a couple of passionate brothers like Jarrod here, we got together and said, it's time, to get some training out, not only for all of you, but also for us to help us, keep us on our A game. So here it is. That's what we're looking at, the Unlock Your Culture Conference. It's going to be starting on May 31st. It'll run through June the 3rd. 4 days, 16 amazing speakers. 15 amazing speakers and me. And it's going to run you about $10 a day. And so our goal with this conference was to try to do something a little different. And, I think I heard it best on a podcast I listened to going to work this morning. I think it was, Thin Red Line Radio. And they were talking about how just the feeling in the fire station is different right now. We're kind of losing all that togetherness. Everybody's spread out. They're scared to be around each other, and the camaraderie is kind of suffering a little bit. So what we're going to do here is we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about everything that we could think of and fit into a few days of what goes into making a good fire department culture. So pretty proud of this list of people. I can tell you that everybody on this list is somebody I've looked up to for a long time. So we're going to come out of the gate swinging with Jim McCormack from Indy, runs FDTN. He's going to talk to training with us. And I mean, I can't think of much better people to talk about training than Jim. He's top notch. He's probably got the Disneyland of firefighters out there. It doesn't get much better than that. We got John Spera coming in, talking to us about fitness. from Fit to Fight Fire. Josh Creamer, who's he works for University of Missouri now, their healthcare part. He's going to talk about safety with us, how to integrate it in our cultures. Jake Hoffman works for Toledo, awesome dude, real serious Jake, into it, rides on the squad. He's going to talk rescue and RIT. Ben Martin, Embrace the Resistance. He's going to cover the kind of formal leadership, the emotional side, as he calls it, right, Jarrod? He kind of laughs, talks about feelings all the time, feelings with firefighters. Then we got Tommy Gorin, big with the stair climb stuff. He's going to do kind of our informal leadership stuff. Tommy's a fireman. He knows what it's like to kind of lead from the driver's seat and the back seat. Jesse Quinalty, he's at San Bernardino, right? Runs Red Helmet training. And he's got a great class just about all the different phases of learning and how our cultures affect our ability to learn. Got an open slot there. We're working on a couple things right now, so hopefully we can fill that in tomorrow, if not the next day. Sean Egan, he's with Thin Red Line Radio. I can't never say it. I always twist my tongue up. Works for Buffalo Fire, goes to a bunch of jobs. He's going to go over truck company with us. And then the one and only Jarrod Sergi. What you got in store for us, Jarrod?
I'm going to do my, you can see it says right there, the high horizon systems. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a class on basically how to build an effective operational policy. And it's basically like high rise operations for the average Jake, right? So just medium-sized fire department, just kind of how to design a policy that works well based on the resources that you have and how to prioritize some things in your operations. And then I'm gonna sprinkle in some fire protection systems. And these systems will be any of the systems that you may have to operate or work with or adjust or whatever the case may be on that, the initial 30 minutes, 5 minutes, up to an hour within a high-rise incident. So we're going to talk about sprinkler systems, standpipe systems, fire pumps, fire department connections, alarm panels, the whole 9 yards. So I'm going to try to integrate those fire protection systems into the high-rise firefighting operations.
Very cool. Definitely an untapped area, if you ask me, is the systems part. And then luckily, Jarrod, you're gonna kind of set the stage there to roll into Dennis Laguerre, who
no pressure there.
Yeah, I don't think he needs an introduction.
I
mean, if you want to talk about the engine, you talk to Dennis, right? So totally stoked to have Dennis agree to come on with us. Julio Ramos, he's with Fireground and Special Ops Concepts out of Florida. He's going to talk hazmat, not just hazmat as far as calls, but just how hazmat is kind of fitting into our cultures now with decon and things like that. Totally smart dude. Looking for a lot of good nuggets to come out of that one. And then we're going to the final day. We got Scott Hewlett. He does a Multiple Calls podcast. He's going to talk about mentoring. He's in the training division. He's big on peer support, so he's going to bring a lot to the table there. Jarrod, your good friend Dave LeBlanc out there in Massachusetts, right? He's going to give us some of that administrative perspective. I've been warned. He said, they might not like what I have to say. That's the point, man. So look for that to be a good one too. And Jarrod, I'll let you introduce Dennis.
Yeah, so Dennis Stone, he's a recently retired fire chief from Boise, Idaho. Just a top-notch guy. I first met Dennis in the EFO program, and just an incredible guy, just a great person, great leader, just a phenomenal dude all around. So he was the first one when we started talking about grabbing a fire chief, because we were, with this unlock the culture stuff, we wanted to get, from the line all the way up to the top rung, like it says. And the first person that came to mind for me was Dennis. So I know he's excited about getting on here and talking to folks about it. And I think everyone that watches will like what Dennis has to say.
Very cool. Very cool. And I think that fire chief's perspective is very important. I think we forget about it a lot of the time. It's just kind of that us versus them thing. So I'm hoping that'll help kind of bridge that gap a little bit. And then last and probably least myself,
right, exactly.
I'm going to kind of round out this whole deal. I do a class called Building a Tradition of Passion, and it's strictly about culture, all levels. And I'm hoping maybe it'll help kind of tie all these concepts we're going over together. So again, May 31st, it's a Sunday. We kind of started there. We got a few of these guys, they work day shifts, so that was the best way to get them into this. We're going to start at 10 o'clock each day. So hopefully our West Coast friends can join us without having to get up in the middle of the morning. Like I said, $10 a day. You'll be able to sign up for one day, all 4 days, whatever works for you. And I think the most important part of this is to understand that nobody on that list at 16 is taking a dime, not one. 100%. We're charging for charity. Basically, it's a donation more than it's a charge. We're doing the Firefighter Cancer Support Network and the Association of Memorial Stair Climbs, great organizations giving back to firefighters, the memory of firefighters. Very, very honored to be able to do a little something for them. So the more people we can get involved with it, the more days you sign up for, the more money we can get back. So, again, rough times in the world, obviously. And I think it's cool that we have a list of, all-stars here for the most part. And, they're going to give you a lot of good learning for, I wouldn't even call that affordable. I'd call it free, at $10 a day. You talk about $2.50 an instructor for a group of people that teach all over the country, the big conferences, departments. So I hope everybody's stoked about it. I know we are. We've been kind of pushing it here. It's a big deal. It's grown. So I look forward to seeing everybody there. I hope it's a big hit, and keep an eye on all those pages she's up there. Trial by Fire, that's Jarrod's page. The Fire Inside Me, Ben Martin, Embrace the Resistance, Tommy at Flashover Leadership, Sean Egan's with Thin Red Line Radio. I'm gonna get that right.
Say it right one day.
Yeah, probably the last day. But of course, John Sparrow, Fit to Fight Fire, and the Honor the Oath Alliance. Jesse, his page is the Red Helmet Training, and that guy, he's deep, man. he teaches something on everything. Stuff, yeah. And then last but not least, Scott Hewlett, Multiple Calls Podcast, probably the one of the best podcasts out there, and kind of an international perspective for us, those of us in the States. Scott's out of Canada, so I think that'll be just another step in making us well-rounded. So that's it. Hey, the big release is out for all 12 of our fans, right?
That's right. And we'll try as soon as we're done with this, Mark, we'll jump on Facebook and maybe we can make it happen. We'll see if we can figure something out.
Yeah, for sure. And as far as registration goes, we're still trying to nail down that last slot, so I don't want to kind of go there yet, but I'm hoping probably tomorrow for registration, if not Friday at the latest. And that'll just be probably through Zoom. Go on, pay your donation there to those charities, and get you hooked up. So tell your friends, tell your departments, watch it with your crew. That's cool. But yeah, definitely a good list of people there. If you don't learn something in those 4 days, you're not paying attention. That's all I could say. So yeah, anything else, bro?
Nah, man, I think that's it. I think you covered it.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate all your help, Jarrod, getting us on here. I appreciate all you that watched this live, and hopefully this thing runs with it. So everybody have a good night.
All right. See you, everyone.